My name is Devon Hudspeth. I've been with MVT Logistics for 2.5 years. I work as a senior business development executive. The number one pain point that I typically run into is whether or not we have assets or if we're just a brokerage. And that's something that thankfully we can now answer truthfully and say, no, we are a fully backed asset-based provider with a brokerage division that we can handle and cover basically any shipment that you have a need for. Again, flatbed, dry van, refrigerated, LTL, box trucks. We've got the full scope in addition to our warehousing, in addition to our asset fleet of dry vans. Every day is different when it comes to managing the chaos of a supply chain and logistics operations for companies across the nation. We face challenges every single day that come up from the weather effects or in and out times being later than expected and that causing delays in delivery scheduling and all of that. But if you remain organized, if you keep open and honest communication, then you can help the client's needs and get met. Being a full-service brokerage or a company, as we are here at MVT Logistics, where we have the asset fleet, where we've got the brokerage division, and we've got the warehousing, truly makes us a one-stop shop for customers. If they have a need, we can meet the need. Whether it be across any spectrum of the logistics industry, we truly have experts across all of those different modes and mediums to where we can handle every single need that a client might have. When a customer has peace of mind from working with us, it truly comes from the open and honest conversation that we have with them from the very beginning, letting them know that we're invested in their business, that we've communicated from the very beginning of their initial outreach, that we've given them timely updates, we've stayed on top of tracking and tracing, and we've also just been transparent with them the entire time and letting them know, hey, here's when it's going to deliver, here's when it picked up, and just being a full service to them so that they don't have to worry about anything, and we've covered all of the tracks for them. Yeah, success is defined in a multitude of ways, but for the client themselves is obviously getting their product picked up and delivered safely and on time. And then as a company too, you're putting yourself in an advantageous situation to where, yeah, you're setting up our asset fleet where it needs to be to meet the needs of our drivers and where our capacity is at, but also filling in the need for the customer as well, letting them know like, hey, we actually have, a driver that runs from point A to point B in this lane that you're giving us every single day. And if that's a match, we can align those two cohesively. And if not, success to the company is then utilizing our brokerage service as well to fill the need of the customer and not just fill that gap in our assets or lose that in our assets because we don't have that fit. Yeah, I truly feel that MVT Logistics is the top choice in logistics provider simply because we have you covered from any point along the way. We can put an asset fleet behind your business. We can run an LTL shipment if it's a single pallet load. We've got warehouse space available if you need. We can cross-border in Canada. We can cross-border in Mexico. So there's not anything that we can't do here. And if there's something that's new to us, we're gonna explore it until we figure out the solution. And I think that's a separator for us, just a team that is a go-getter team and truly wants to win above all else.